Hello everyone! As you can see, I am once again in the mood to build some Lego. This time it is a kit from, I believe, 1994, another one of the things that I just happen to still have lying around. And it's one of these ones where instead of just the normal two building instructions you get with Lego Technic, it's actually got 6, or, well, I don't know if 6 was the normal number for these kits, but there's 6 in this one anyway. And can you guess which one we're going to build today? Yes. Yeah, there's obviously like, a Jeep and a tow truck, I guess, and a helicopter and stuff, which is sensible, as well as these weird people things that I don't want to look at. But this is the particular kind of dumb that I like, a weird dragon thing. So, yeah, let's give this a go. As soon as I can find the instructions for it. Aha. There we go. Just show you the old instructions. Not that interesting. Well, there is a thing in the back here showing you how you can affix a motor to the little Jeep thing, which I do have the motor, but the battery pack has long since completely seized full of battery acid because when I was a kid I was an idiot and left the batteries in, which wasn't ideal. So yeah, let's give this a go then. Right. So, yeah, I'm glad that people seem to enjoy the last one of these videos I did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to turn this entire channel into just me building Lego, as much as that does, in a very definite way, make the inner child in me quite happy as a thought. I will be going back to do some more scripted stuff again. I'm just very busy with main channel stuff. Where are we? There you go. Although, on the bright side, if I keep building Lego, I should produce just enough content to just keep ahead of Snipe's channel. Just by merits of having started mine first more than anything else. Because we can't have her overtaking me, can we? Actually, joking aside, go sub to Snipe's channel. She's doing like a Dream Daddy playthrough. And produces content far more often than I do. Where are we? There we go. Okay. Alright, this one has a slightly more mechanical components than the last dumb like go-kart thing that I made, which just had steering. This actually has like a whole thing going on, which you'll see shortly. Where's that? There you go. Oh, I was very interested to see all the comments that were left on the last video of people saying what their first Lego kit was. It was really interesting to see, because yeah, I guess like your age is going to define a lot about which ones you first encountered. So, like mine were hand-me-downs from my parents, and then I started getting the ones that were more contemporary for the time, but like a lot of the things that people will have nostalgia for are going to be stuff that was like long after I stopped, or even long before, I just find that kind of stuff really interesting, Is that right? There we go. And this looks like it should connect there, but it's not supposed to. What else? There we go. Yeah, secretly, the plan is that if I keep making videos like this, eventually I'll have an excuse to actually go out and buy some Lego. Like, oh yeah, it's like a work expense. I mean, not that this channel like makes money or anything, because it's not monetized or anything, because it's too small, but I can dream. Right. Can't you you just see how much like a dragon it looks? Don't you remember the wonky black cog thing on a dragon? Yeah. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they were thinking with this thing. But I am glad it's here because it's very, very silly. There you go. That gives you a bit of an idea of what's going to happen. Okay, that's that step done. Alright. I do get the feeling that with some of these kits where they had it so you could build a lot of stuff, sometimes they would use parts that were not very efficient because they just were required for one of the other kits. So it's like, instead of just using a regular like 6-piece long thing, they use one of these things for that, and I don't know why. Like I said, I think it was just oh yeah, we use that in one of the other things you can build in here, so we might as well use it on here. Yeah, miraculously, I was able to get all the parts for this one. Although I did have to take them from some of the parts from another kit, because apparently there's not a single thing that I own anymore that I haven't lost at least one piece to. Which is very, very upsetting to me. Because I always took such good care of it, and then I guess just in the like decade in between where I just never really thought about Lego. Well, more than a decade. Yeah, as things went from house to house as I moved house and stuff like that, I guess some parts have just slipped through the cracks, which is, as I say, profoundly upsetting. Alright. Still not looking much like a dragon, is it? But, you know, can't be helped. We work with what we have. How does this fit in? Okay, I see. I mean, I know you can't see because it's below the camera, but it's there. Yeah. There we go. Right, so that fits in there. So yeah, there you go. That looks useful, doesn't it? Now, from what I remember, this can get kind of gummed up quite easily. So, shall have to be careful putting this together. Like, just because when you've got enough kind of cogs moving together, if one of them's slightly stiff, then you can throw the whole thing off. Which, I seem to remember that can happen with this. Christ, I've just remembered where this kit was actually bought from. So, if you're British, you will probably be familiar with the Isle of Wight, which is a small little island off the coast of Portsmouth, down south. And I used to go there a lot as a kid. My grandparents just really liked that place for some reason, possibly because it's stuck in a weird time warp, so it always feels like it's in about the 50s. But there was a toy shop there that when I'd go, I'd always end up going to. Like I don't remember it being like particularly good or anything. It was the toy shop that was there. Okay, it's working. I think I got that from there because I can remember coming back and going into the wonderfully 1950s chalets. A little holiday park that was on the Isle of Wight, where we were staying, and building it on the floor there. I think I built like the buggy little Jeep thing first. But I do remember building this thing. Christ, that's an old memory. God, I don't even want to think about how long ago that was. Oh, God. Well, yeah, the kit's from around 94, so yeah, it's probably from, maybe a year or two after that. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Okay, believe it or not, the body is actually more or less done there. Oh, there was one piece missing. Yeah. That's the dragon's body. It's all together. Yeah. Oh, that did actually make it a little bit stiff. Good enough. Good enough for my purposes anyway. So, let's do the head. You go over there. In the way. Right. Yes. Perfect. Is there any problem with Lego Technic over regular Lego? There's so many little pieces that are like little cylinders that just roll all over the place if you let them. It's very annoying. So easy to lose them off the edge of the table. It's more or less in the middle, isn't it? It's really weird. All of the like 4x2 ones in this kit, they are the ones with holes in them. Which I guess so they can, on some of the things you can build, require those, and some of them don't, but they might as well put the ones in that are required on some of them rather than requiring more pieces than necessary, but it's just kind of weird. There we go. Yes, close enough. Where are we? Again, it's not really looking very dragony as of yet, but I know for a fact it looks fine at the end, for the given value of fine. Let's put the little... I don't know if they're supposed to be like... I guess they're teeth? I guess? It's not quite level. Not that anyone can really tell, but still. Yep, and then the ever so slightly yellowed eyes. Again, looking very dragony, but... Yeah. Alright, let's get this... Okay, to do this properly, you really have to have... I forgot to do this. You have to kind of get all these parts lined up correctly, because otherwise this goes on at an angle, and you want it to be straight, just because of the way it works, which we'll see in a second. Okay, so... Let's get this all lined up correctly. This is far more than I believe any child should have the patience for. I imagine most kids putting this together did not bother with this and just put it on however it did and then went, this looks dumb, and then built one of the other things in the kit. But it's fine. That's close enough. There you go. It wiggles its head. Right, let's put the wheels on. Which I'm not behaving, but fine. Again, all dragons have wheels. there we go. One dragon that shakes its head. Aren't you glad you've experienced that? So yeah, I mean, I guess they were just like, yeah, we've got this kit, and we can build like a little 4x4. We can build a pickup truck. We can build a helicopter with it. Shit. Let's just make some other stuff, like a guy cutting wood, a gymnast, and just make a dragon. Make a dragon. Put it on wheels. It's fine. But yeah, so there you go. A dragon. Isn't that fun?